So I'm here at my co-working space, and I wanted to show you guys what a setup looks like for someone who is managing headaches. Okay, now my headaches are a type of occipital neuralgia, which means that they have to do with an entanglement, compression, strain, stress, damage, whatever you want to call it, of the musculature and the nerves at the back of my neck, which means that posture, positioning, and in general, what I do with my body has a major impact on whether or not headaches are going to be triggered. So what I've discovered is that when I sit, there's a chain effect that goes from my hips, my core, my pelvis, all the way up to my shoulders. And the shoulders are key because what you'll discover is the shoulders are intricately connected to occipital neuralgia. It's a really important point. And if you want to fix your headaches, you've got to get on top of this. So standing rather than sitting is going to be critical to managing that occipital neuralgia and keeping those headaches at bay. So even though standing can become uncomfortable on the knees and on the feet, you're better off as a migraineur putting that stress and strain on the lower half of your body than you are having that fall into the shoulders and then flow up to the neck and causing sensitivity in your neck and ultimately, causing a headache that same day or causing you to stress and strain so much that you wake up with a headache the following morning, which is the universal nightmare experience we've all dealt with. So I have this co-working space. There were no standing desks available, right? But what I did was I bought this standing desk, which actually just sits on top of a regular desk and allows me to be up for most of the day. Now, I won't stand the whole day, but I will stand about 75% of the day. And that allows me to do video editing for my other YouTube channel, lots of email, tax work, and whatever else I have to do professionally. So I implore you to consider a standing desk for the benefits that it will give you in terms of your headaches, and especially with regards to preserving shoulder posture and preventing that from flowing upstream to cause occipital neuralgia, which is the type of headaches I suffer from. Now, another note is notice how I'm not using a laptop. This is key as well. I'm using a 24-inch display with my MacBook. That is critical because as a migraineur, if you're going to be doing desk work, you want to make sure that you are not zeroed in on a tiny little screen. That tiny little screen, whether you realize it or not, is going to cause tension. It's going to cause stress in your eyes, in your face, in your shoulders. You're going to be leaning into that small screen, trying to come closer to see the detail on it. You want to decompress. In general, as a migraineur, we want to decompress. We want to open. We want our shoulders rolled down and back. One way we do that is by getting a bigger display so that we can be further away from the screen and less stressed out, whether we realize it or not, about coming in close to see the detail on that screen. We want to open up. We want to decompress. We want to relax. We want to ease up. We do not want to tighten into, oh, God forbid, a 13-inch display. I mean, this is a 16-inch display, and still, it's too small, and I prefer a 24. Now, I will comment on 27. 27 is too big, but 24 is the sweet spot for me. And so the other thing I will also mention is, so critical for a migraineur as well is the brightness display. The brightness of the display. So Macs have this lovely little feature where you click this button and it gets brighter or duller. And it's very hard to find an external display to pair with your MacBook that actually works with that keyboard function, but this particular LG display does. And so it allows me to modulate the brightness, and of course I've got dark mode on in every app and on the OS. So this display is a nice hack for migraineurs. And what you'll learn from watching my channel is that being a migraineur is all about, it's not all about, but a lot of it is about finding the equipment that's going to suit your lifestyle. And I've invested lots of time and money into finding the right equipment that's going to work with my body to allow me to be a normal functioning human without triggering headaches, without taking on the physical stress in my shoulders, in my neck, that's going to lead to headaches. Of course, I've also got this nifty little fan for when I've got my headphones on for when I'm editing video, these studio monitors, and that keeps me cool, keeps my temperature regulated so that I don't overheat and get too uncomfortable that way. Now, I do believe in exposing myself to temperature extremes, especially cold. Cold plunging is, and we'll talk about that later, it's something I do every morning. But if I'm exposing myself to temperature extremes, I have to do it by choice. I have to do it in a way where I'm on top of it, where I'm aware, where I'm conscious of what I'm doing, where I'm meditating on the temperature extreme, such as when I'm in a brief cold plunge in the morning or taking a cold shower or sitting out in the sun. I'm meditating on the heat or on the cold. I'm not just cooking while focusing on email or writing or something and then getting stressed without even realizing it to the point where a headache gets triggered. So this fan helps regulate me and make sure I don't get too hot while I'm focused on work. So yeah, that's it. Oh God, we didn't even talk about the chair. When I am sitting, it's in a special chair. This is a Steelcase Leap chair, and it has all sorts of height adjustments and backrest adjustments. And as a migraineur, adjustments are key. We want to be able to customize our furniture to make it work for us. And so this chair, which retails for about $1,500, believe it or not, but you can get it for, $100 or $200 on Facebook Market or Craigslist, Steelcase Leap. And this is actually version 2 of that chair. So you'll be able to customize it to your liking and find a way for it to work for you when you're sitting. When I am sitting, I like to have my feet up a little bit to keep my knees in a proper relationship to my waist. And I don't know how much more I can say, but you get the picture. My setup is very customized. It's the core of it is a standing desk. The second key piece is the 24-inch display rather than the 13-inch laptop, or really anything less than 24 is too small for me. I've got the fan to keep me cool. I've got the customizable chair for when I am sitting. And go from there. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for more migraine hacks coming soon. Peace out.